Chapter 21. Now these are the judgments which you will set before them. If you buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master has given him a wife, and she has borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him to the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or to the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. And if a man sells his daughter to be a maidservant, she shall not go out as the men servants do. If she please not her master who has betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. He shall have no power to sell her to a strange nation, seeing he has dealt deceitfully with her. And if he has betrothed her to his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters. If he takes another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. And if he does not do these 3 things to her, then shall she go out free without money. He that strikes a man so that he dies shall surely be put to death. But if a man lies not in wait, but God delivers him into his hand, then I will appoint you a place where he shall flee. But if a man come presumptuously upon his neighbor to slay him with guile, you will take him from my altar that he may die. And he that strikes his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. And he that steals a man and sells him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And he that curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. And if men strive together, and one strike another with a stone, or with his fist, and he die not, but take to his bed, if he rises again and walks abroad upon his staff, then he that struck him shall be cleared. Only he shall pay for the loss of his time, and shall cause him to be thoroughly healed. And if a man strikes his servant or his maid with a rod, and he dies under his hand, he shall surely be punished. But if he survives a day or 2, he shall not be punished, for he is his money. If men strive and hurt a woman with child so that she gives birth prematurely, and yet no harm follows, he shall be surely fined, according as the woman's husband shall lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine. And if any harm follow, then you will give life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, stripe for stripe. And if a man strikes the eye of his servant or the eye of his maid, that it perishes, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake. And if he strikes out his manservant's tooth or his maidservant's tooth, he shall let him go free for his tooth's sake. If an ox gored a man or a woman, that they die, then the ox shall surely be stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten, but the owner of the ox shall be cleared. But if the ox were known to push with his horn in time past, and it has been told to his owner, and he has not kept him in, and it kills a man or a woman, the ox shall be stoned, and his owner also shall be put to death. If there be laid on him a ransom, then he shall give for the redemption of his life whatever is laid upon him, whether it has gored a son or has gored a daughter, according to this judgment shall it be done to him. If the ox shall gore a manservant or a maidservant, he shall give to their master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned. And if a man shall open a pit, or if a man shall dig a pit and not cover it, and an ox or a donkey fall in it, the owner of the pit shall make it good, and give money to the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his. And if one man's ox hurts another's that he dies, then they shall sell the live ox, and divide the money of it, and the dead ox also they shall divide. Or if it be known that the ox was used to push in past time, and his owner has not kept him in, he shall surely pay ox for ox, and the dead shall be his own. Chapter 22. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep. If a thief is found breaking in and is struck so that he dies, there shall be no blood guilt for him. But if the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood guilt for him, for he should make full restitution. If he has nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or donkey or sheep, he shall restore double. If a man shall cause a field or a vineyard to be eaten, or lets his beast loose, and it feeds in another man's field, from the best of his own field and the best of his own vineyard shall he make restitution. If fire breaks out and catches in thorns, so that the stacks of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man shall deliver his neighbor money or stuff to eat, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. If the thief is not found, then the master of the house shall be brought to the judges to see whether he has put his hand to his neighbor's goods. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for donkey, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing which another claims to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double to his neighbor. If a man gives to his neighbor a donkey or an ox or a sheep or any beast to keep safe and it die or is hurt or driven away without anyone seeing it, then shall an oath before the Lord be made between them both that he has not put his hand to his neighbor's property. And the owner of it shall accept the oath, and he shall not make restitution. But if it is stolen from him, he shall make restitution to the owner of it. If it be torn in pieces by beast, then let him bring it for evidence, and he shall not make restitution for that which was torn. If a man borrows anything from his neighbor, and it is injured or dies, the owner not being with it, he shall surely make restitution. But if the owner be with it, he shall not make restitution. If it be a hired thing, it came for his hire. And if a man entices a maid that is not betrothed, and lies with her, he shall surely pay her dowry to be his wife. If her father utterly refuses to give her to him, he shall repay money according to the dowry of virgins. You will not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever lies with a beast shall surely be put to death. He that sacrifices to any god, except to the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. You will neither wrong a stranger nor oppress him, for you are strangers in the land of Egypt. You shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If you afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all to me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. If you lend money to any of my people that are poor among you, you will not be to him as a creditor, nor will you lay upon him interest. If you take your neighbor's raiment as pledge, you will return it to him by the time the sun goes down. For that is his only covering, it is his raiment for his skin. In what else shall he sleep? And it shall come to pass, if he cries to me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. You will not curse God, nor curse a ruler of your people. You will not delay to offer the first of your ripe fruits and of your winepresses. The firstborn of your sons you will give to me. Likewise you will do with your oxen and with your sheep. 7 days it shall be with its mother. On the 8th day you will give it to me. And you shall be holy men to me. Neither shall you eat any flesh that is torn from beast in the field. You shall cast it to the dogs. Chapter 23. You will not raise a false report. Put not your hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. You will not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither will you testify in a dispute so as to turn aside after the many to pervert judgment. Neither will you be partial to a poor man in his lawsuit. If you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you will surely bring it back to him again. If you see the donkey of him that hates you lying under his burden, you will refrain from leaving him. You will surely help him. You will not pervert the justice of the poor in his lawsuit. Keep you far from a false matter. Do not kill the innocent and righteous, for I will not justify the wicked. And you will take no bribe, for the bribe blinds the wise and perverts the words of the righteous. And also you will not oppress a stranger, for you know the heart of a stranger, seeing you were strangers in the land of Egypt. And 6 years you will sow your land, and will gather in the fruits of it. But in the 7th year you will let it rest and lie still, that the poor of your people may eat, and what they leave behind the beast of the field may eat. In like manner you will deal with your vineyard and with your olive orchard. 6 days you will do your work, and on the 7th day you will rest, that your ox and your donkey may rest, and the son of your handmaid and the stranger may be refreshed. Now concerning everything that I have said to you, be on your guard, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of your mouth. 3 times you will keep a feast to me in the year. You will keep the feast of unleavened bread. You will eat unleavened bread for 7 days as I commanded you, in the time appointed in the month Abib. For in it you came out of Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty. And the feast of harvest, the first fruits of your labors, which you have sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering, which is at the end of the year, when you have gathered in your labors out of the field. 3 times in the year all your males shall appear before the Lord God. You will not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread, neither shall the fat of my sacrifice remain until the morning. The first of your first fruits of your land you will bring into the house of the Lord your God. You will not cook a kid in his mother's milk. Behold, I send an angel before you to keep you in the way, and to bring you into the place which I have prepared. Pay careful attention to him, and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if you shall indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy to your enemies, and an adversary to your adversaries. For my angel shall go before you, and bring you into the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. You will not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but you will utterly overthrow them and quite break down their images. And you shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless your bread and your water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of you. None shall miscarry or be barren in your land. The number of your days I will fulfill. I will send my fear before you. I will destroy all the people to whom you shall come, and I will make all your enemies turn their backs to you. And I will send hornets before you, which shall drive out the Hivite and the Canaanite and the Hittite from before you. I will not drive them out from before you in 1 year, in case the land becomes desolate and the beast of the field multiplies against you. By little and little I will drive them out from before you, until you have increased and inherited the land. And I will set your bounds from the Red Sea even to the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert to the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and you will drive them out before you. You will make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. They shall not dwell in your land, in case they make you sin against me, for if you serve their gods, it will surely be a snare to you. Chapter 24. And he said to Moses, Come up to the Lord, you and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship afar off. And Moses alone shall come near to the Lord, but they shall not come near, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments. And all the people answered with one voice, and said, All the words which the Lord has said we will do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, and built an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings, and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen to the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, "All that the Lord has said, we will do, and be obedient." And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, "Behold, the blood of the covenant, which the Lord has made with you concerning all these words." Then went up Moses and Aaron and Nadab and Abihu and 70 of the elders of Israel, and they saw the God of Israel. And there was under his feet as if it were a pavement of sapphire stone, and as if it were the body of heaven for clearness. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand. Also they saw God, and ate and drank. And the Lord said to Moses, "Come up to me into the mount and be there, and I will give you tables of stone, and the law and commandments which I have written, that you may teach them." And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua. And Moses went up into the mount of God. And he said to the elders, "Wait you here for us until we come again to you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man has any matters to do, let him come to them." And Moses went up into the mount, and a cloud covered the mount. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And the 7th day he called to Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and got him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. This completes Parashat Mishpatim.